Newsfirst at 9.
A very good evening to you. Welcome to your weekend primetime news bulletin at 9. Coming to you live on MTVsports and Shakti TV from our Newsfirst Center here in Colombo. I'm Shahin Jurangpati.
And I'm Nicola D'Souza. As usual, let's start off with a look at tonight's headlines.
The headlines on Newsfirst at 9.
25 persons arrested in connection with clashes that broke out during a UNP march in Mathura, remanded. The bodies of the 5 victims of a boating accident in Silavathura returned to their families. Chogum rally makes its way from Batikalo to Ampara.
Newsfirst at 9.
25 persons were remanded today in connection with clashes that broke out during a protest march from Devinura, calling on Ranil Wickramasinghe to step down from the party leadership.
The suspects were produced before Mathura Additional Magistrate Manjula Karnaratna today. The magistrate had also ordered that the suspects be produced in an identification parade tomorrow. The police say that 14 supporters of UNP parliamentarian Mangala Samaravira had turned themselves over via 2 lawyers. The police added that a further 10 supporters of MP Mangala Samaravira were arrested. Western Provincial Councillor Shira Laktilaka says that it cannot be hidden from the people that the attack on yesterday's march was instigated by Mangala Samaravira.
He made this statement at a media briefing convened with Southern Provincial Councillor Maitri Gunaratna in Kathalua, Gaul today.
Yesterday, the Secretary of the United National Party, Tissa Attanayaka, said that Chiral Laktilaka and Maitri Gunaratna must be held responsible for this attack. The thousands of people who were in Mathura are witness as to whether the attack was carried out by Maitri Gunaratna and I or by Mangala Samaravira's goons. The people saw what happened in Devinura. At about 8 a.m., one of our vehicles was attacked and the people saw what happened in Mathura. The statements he is making are hilarious to the people. Since it is a party accountable for protecting democracy in Sri Lanka, we wish to question Tissa Attanayaka as to whether we have no right to express incorrect views or an incorrect opinion. We have been granted these rights through the Constitution. So, when we are holding a peaceful and just march, what right does Mangala Samaravira have to attack it? Answer this question first instead of levelling allegations at other people.
Meanwhile, convening a media briefing today, Southern Provincial Councillor Maitri Gunaratna responded to statements made by Mangala Samaravira and Tissa Attanayaka regarding his father.
It was Mangala Samaravira's goons that attacked the peaceful march that was held yesterday. Mangala Samaravira has also said that my father is a presidential advisor. I challenge Mangala Samaravira to prove this tomorrow. If so, I will resign my seat the next day. Mangala Samaravira and government members of the Mathura Municipal Council were instrumental in attacking and halting this procession. They were all preparing adjacent to the Municipal Council. We have photographs of them gathering on either side of the Municipal Council. If my father was a presidential advisor, then we could have stopped this. Given the situation in the country today, if my father was a presidential advisor, he could not have been remanded. Tissa Attanayaka is also saying now that my father is an advisor. I wish to say to Tissa Attanayaka that if my father is a presidential advisor, then prove it with evidence. You cannot become a presidential advisor in secret. There are about 300 presidential advisors. They have been appointed and have been given salaries and vehicles. At the very least, show me a payslip. Tissa Attanayaka has destroyed the largest and most powerful party in this country. The party which had 45% of the vote in 1994 has only 21% of the vote in 2013. Tissa Attanayaka has resigned as the organizer of the Kundasala electorate. In truth, he should resign from the position of General Secretary of the party if he is a proper man. Instead, he is levelling baseless allegations.
Maitri Gunaratna also commented on the actions of the police.
We were engaged in a peaceful march and the police acted very unjustly. We had informed everyone in the police of this march, including the IGP. I have all the documentation. Even after all of this, the police did not provide us with any security. When we were approaching Mathura, the HQI informed us that a group carrying poles had gathered in Mathura and asked us to proceed with caution. Is this how the police, who are charged with protecting the peace, should act? I am clearly saying that Mangala Samaraweera got the support of the government and the full support of the police to stop this march. We have addressed a letter to the Inspector General of Police asking him to stop this injustice and to give us the opportunity to continue with our march. Mangala Samaraweera wanted to stop this march at the Mathura Bodhya, but he was unable to do that, and that is his defeat. He had promised Ranil Wickremesinghe that he would not allow this march to continue forward. The people of this country have not forgotten what Mangala Samaraweera did during the Northwestern provincial elections in 1998. Justin Galappatti from the Mathura district in the provincial council stripped women and made them walk on the road.
සම්පූර්ණයෙන්ම නිරුවත් කරලා පාරේ විද්දා. ඇවිද්දුවා.
Ranil Wickremesinghe mahatmyage itihasayen බිඳක්.
I have to reminisce on a little history of Ranil Wickremesinghe since he is trying to portray himself as a clean character. Ranil Wickremesinghe's election campaign reminds me of the horrible slaughterhouse lorries. We know that these lorries which illegally slaughter cattle have Namo Buddhaya emblazoned on the front.
ලොකුවෙන්ම නමෝ බුද්ධාය කියලා බෝඩ් එක ගහගෙන ඉන්නේ.
Now, Maitri Gunaratne also said at this media briefing that change cannot be expected following the UMP Working Committee meeting tomorrow.
හෙට පවත්වන කුත්‍යාධිකාරී මණ්ඩලයේ මහ ලොකු වෙනසක් වෙයි කියලා මට විශ්වාස කරන්න බෑ. පැහැදිලිවම. මොකද ඔය කුත්‍යාධිකාරී මණ්ඩලයේ ඉන්න බහුතරයක් ඉන්නේ රනිල් වික්‍රමසිංහ මහත්මයාගේ හොඳ ගෝලියෝ රටේ ජනතාව ප්‍රතික්ෂේප කරපු කට්ටිය. මම නම් කීපයක් කියන්න.
We do not believe that there will be any major change following tomorrow's working committee meeting, because the majority of the working committee comprises of Ranil Wickremesinghe's henchmen, a group of people who have been rejected by the public. I will mention a few: Sagara Ratnayaka, Ananda Kularatne, Vajira Abewardena, Surnimala Rajapaksa, Edward Gunasekara. These people have been rejected by the public. They do not understand the people's will. Giving them membership in the working committee was akin to giving them horns. The majority of those in the working committee have been defeated. The will of the parliamentary group should also be sought. The views of the parliamentary group should be inquired into, because they represent the people's will as elected representatives. The parliamentary group is due to be convened on the 8th, but he will not convene the parliamentary group. I clearly say that Ranil Wickremesinghe will not convene the parliamentary group. He will convene the working committee. There is a possibility that tomorrow he will get a proposal put forward through someone in the working committee expressing confidence in him. This is what will happen.
රනිල් වික්‍රමසිංහ පාර්ලිමේන්තු කණ්ඩායම කැඳවන්නේ. යා කරන්නේ කුත්‍යාධිකාරී මණ්ඩලය. යා පුළුවන් නම් හෙට කුත්‍යාධිකාරී මණ්ඩලයට කවුරු හරි යාගේ ගෝලියෝ දෙන්නෙක් දාලා යා ගැන විශ්වාසය පළ කරලා යෝජනාවක් ගෙන්න ඉඩ තියෙනවා. උන් ලෝක තමයි කරන්නේ. එහෙම කරලා තමයි මේ පක්ෂ ගෙනියන්න හදන්නේ. නමුත් පාර්ලිමේන්තු කණ්ඩායම කැඳවන්නේ. මොකද එයා දන්නවා පාර්ලිමේන්තු කණ්ඩායමට ගිය ගමන්ම පාර්ලිමේන්තු කණ්ඩායම යා ෆේල්.
Veteran political analyst Dr. Dan Jayathilaka says that the working committee has the primary ability to change the defeated leadership.
Well, the working committee is at a historic crossroads. It's got to decide whether it wants to be seen by the party members, the country, and by history itself as having condemned the United National Party to death, or whether it will take a decision which will lead to the rejuvenation, the revival and recovery of the UNP. And yesterday's attacks would have had a knock-on effect already on the election campaign in the south and even the west and the Uber. So the decision that the working committee has to make is whether it will opt for the existing leadership under which the party has disintegrated and lost its share of the vote, or whether it will make the right decision, right by the party's rank and file, right by the voters, right by democracy, and opt to replace the existing and utterly unsuccessful party leadership with someone who can heal the wounds in the party. The UNP parliamentary group has a responsibility. I mean, these are the people who represent the UNP voters. They have to make a decision, because if the present trends continue, it's quite plain that at the next parliamentary election, the figures, the numbers of UNP MPs will drop to 25 or below. I mean, most of these people won't be there.
Yesterday, we conducted an opinion poll of our multi-platform audience on the UNP leadership.
Let's take a look at the results of this poll.
The question on yesterday's opinion polls was, come the 7th of October, will Ranil Wickremesinghe say that the working committee appointed by him has asked him not to step down from the leadership? 60% of respondents believe that he will make such a statement. 37% of respondents believe that he will not make such a statement.
We have received several photographs taken during the clash which broke out at yesterday's protest march from Devi Nuwara, calling on Ranil Wickremesinghe to step down from the party leadership.
Now, these photographs are brought to your attention to identify the persons involved in the attack.
Who are these individuals? Can you identify them? Call 0114 896 896. Who are these individuals? Can you identify them? Call 0114 896 896.
Noting that the fight to bring about change in leadership will continue regardless of whatever obstacles placed in their way, Maitri Gunaratne called on the people to be patient.
අපි මාතර සිට ආරම්භ කරේ ඉතාමත්ම සාමකාමී පෙළපාලියක්.
We commenced a very peaceful march from Mathura. Today on the internet there are various stories. UNP supporters should not be troubled because this march was stopped. We had to stop the march because of a court order, and because we respect the decision of the court. We do not accept it, but we stop the march. But the fight cannot be stopped. We will continue with this fight. We will stop once Ranil Wickremesinghe is sent home. We have cornered Ranil Wickremesinghe like a cat now. He is clawing now because that is all he can do. Through this we have revealed to the country what democracy means to persons like Ranil Wickremesinghe.
ප්‍රජාතන්ත්‍රවාදය මොකක්ද කියන එක මේ රටට හෙළිදරව් කරලා තියෙනවා.
UNP parliamentarian Sajid Premadasa says that the maliciousness of certain individuals who are destroying democracy in the country can be seen through events that transpired yesterday.
He made this statement at an event held to make a financial donation to St. Anthony's Church in Katana Gaul under the Kituna Magata Saviyak program.
ඊයේ දවස දිහා බලනකොට අපි අහන්න ඕන ප්‍රශ්නයක් අදටත් මනුස්සකම අපේ ජන සමාජය තුල තියෙනවා. තිරිසන්නු වගේ හැසිරෙනකොට
when looking at yesterday, there is a question that we need to ask. Is there still humanness in our society? When people act like animals, destroy democracy and carry on malicious acts, we need to ask whether there is any humane feeling in our country. Is there democracy in our country? Is there political freedom in our country today? Do we have the right to hold different opinions? Does everyone receive equal protection under the law? On this journey, I, Sajid Premadasa, have no requirement for positions, be it leader, deputy leader, assistant leader, Mahanayaka, Anunayaka or Samanayaka. I know that the people look at my program, keeping me in their hearts as a people's leader. That position is enough for me. I do not need positions in writing, bearing anyone's signature. I can happily say to you that I am prepared to take the position of people's leader for the people and move forward.
මොකද මම දන්නවා මම කරගෙන යන වැඩසටහන ජනතාව බලන්නේ ජනතා නායක තනතුරු හතවදේ තියාගෙන මට ඒ තනතුර ඇති මට කාගෙන්වත් ලිඛිතව අස්සම් කරලා තනතුරු අවශ්‍ය නැහැ ජනතාවකින් ජනතා නායක තනතුරු ලබාගෙන මම ඉදිරියට යන්න ලෑස්ති කියන එක ඔබම සන්තෝෂෙන් තමුන්නාට ප්‍රකාශ කරනවා.
Up next is the newspaper cartoon of the day.